Welcome to Season 3 of the nationally recognized award-winning Yours in Education show, where we spotlight the incredible people, programs, and partnerships shaping the future of students and families across Placer County. Coming up, how one high school is turning gaming into national rankings and real college opportunities inside the booming world of eSports. Plus, meet the female athletes mastering flips, stunts, and fierce competition and redefining what school sports can look like.
She's been able to take some kids that have been less engaged or more shy, make them feel like superstars on our campus.
And later, we shine a spotlight on an inspiring middle school Mandarin teacher who's connecting students through culture, language, and heart. Each of these stories highlights the power of connection, collaboration, and care in education. Stay tuned, you won't want to miss a moment. Welcome to Season 3 of Yours in Education, brought to you by the Placer County Office of Education. I'm your host, Kellie DeMarco, and with me, as always, is the Placer County Superintendent of Schools, Gayle Garbolino-Mojica. Great to have you, Gayle.
Thank you for having me again, Kellie.
A little bit about Gayle. For nearly 2 decades, she has been a visionary leader and advocate for students and families, and her commitment to excellence in public education has really made a lasting impact, not just here in Placer County, but throughout California. And under Gayle's leadership, students continue to thrive, and Placer County sets the standard for educational excellence. Gayle, it is that time of year again, the season of giving, the season of gratitude. And as we head into the holidays, I really want to talk about some of the accomplishments this year and what you feel has been some of the incredible work that's happening in education in Placer County.
So we've had a tremendously productive year here in Placer County. Our students continue to grow academically, and I'm proud to say that we are the second highest ranking county in the state of California in the area of English language arts and the third highest ranking county in the area of math. And that's just a testament to the type and the quality of education that we have, and our educators and our students and families who really prioritize our educational system. It was a great year. We took on a new literacy initiative that we kicked off this year, focusing on the importance of literacy and why it's important in our younger years and ways in which we as a community can prioritize literacy and really help our next generations of learners develop a lifelong skill. Something else that I'm really proud of is our governance training that we started this year to provide professional development for some of our trustees who were newly elected to their positions. It was received very well. We had a really high number of trustees that participated in it, and it just is one of the reasons why we have such a high level and a high caliber of public education, because it starts at the top. So really proud about that.
It's amazing in just the few years that we've been doing this show, how much you continue to grow and build on years past, and you really start to see the success of all of your staff and folks who work for you.
Thank you very much. Yes, it is something that we look at across the spectrum, and there's a variety of needs that we have in our county, and we feel that we're positioned here at the county office. How do we respond to that, or how do we help our school districts respond to that? Basically focusing on all youth in our county, making sure that families feel comfortable with their educational system. That's why we're one of the largest growing counties in the state of California, is communities and families want to move to our community for the quality of life and the educational system that we have to offer. So it doesn't happen overnight. I mean, there's strategic thinking that goes behind this.
Of course, yeah, it's been consistent over time. And it's not just education too, because we know that giving back is really a part of who you are. It's part of PCOE as a whole. And I know that you and your team have been longtime supporters of the Placer Breast Cancer Foundation. Share a little bit about that connection and why that's so important to you.
So I know the individuals who started the Placer County Breast Cancer Foundation, and when I became county superintendent, I thought it was important for our office to do a little fundraising and giving back to a community. And we're in public education where we serve a large percentage of our employees are females, and breast cancer is something that is important, I think, to a lot of us, and raising funds and raising awareness. And the Placer County Breast Cancer Foundation was raising funds to have a chair, an endowed chair of breast cancer at UC Davis. And so, you know, over the past 10 years, our organization alone has raised $20,000 for the Placer County Breast Cancer Foundation. It's something that we do every October, and we find little ways in which to celebrate and raise awareness. And I am just so proud of our employees who every single year give and raise funds for such an important topic. It just makes me proud.
Yeah, it's wonderful, all the things that just come together this time of year. Gayle, thank you. And as we celebrate the season of gratitude, it's also a great time to celebrate student success. And one place that is easy to see is on the field, the court, and even, believe it or not, a computer screen. Here in Placer County, athletics play a huge role in shaping students' lives, from building discipline and teamwork to boosting confidence and academic success. And nowadays, it's not just traditional sports. At Oakmont High School, eSports has become one of the most popular and fastest growing teams on campus, with over 70 members competing in national leagues and even earning college scholarships. This program, though, is about more than gaming. It's about leadership, strategy, and opportunity. Take a look.
All right, so Kings Row, here we go. It looks like we are attacking first. We got lots of time on the clock.
Oh, pulling back. Okay.
Esports is taking a video game that's played in a competitive team environment to the next level. And in the process, it develops a whole bunch of, just basically good skills. You can see the front lines run right past each other, both going for a backline pick. We are here to have fun and make some connections and have a community. And these hobbies are a lot more serious than most people realize.
I joined the Smash Bros. Esports team because I have always had an affinity for just any competitive one-on-one game. We do play in a team format. It's 3 of our Super Smash Bros. Team members against another school's 3 Smash Bros. Team members. However, it is still a one-on-one match where whichever team gets the most wins will be the winner.
Oh, yeah.
It is a sport. I think there's definitely a difference between physical sports and esports. In esports, there's about maybe 50 different balls being thrown around and caught, and then you have to block and tackle, and then you have to make sure that everyone's okay, but then some people are doing not okay, so you gotta help them in that.
Of course, I love the competitiveness. I love competing against other schools. Of course, we're not always able to do it, but when we are, it's always a treat to be able to go out to another school and play in person. It's awesome.
I hope that they get their hobby validated, first of all, because we are here to have fun and make some connections and have a community. All right, here we go. Defense is on Kings Row.
Wait.
He's playing Genji again.
No.
I think the atmosphere is overall really welcoming.
So if they're playing with random people online, it might be like a toxic, terrible environment. If they're playing on an esports team at school, they know who they're playing with, their group of friends, they build a community. It's just a lot better.
So I love being able to, after school every day, go and practice and improve my game with people I've become friends with.
There's tons of thinking that goes into how to play and how to be better and how to achieve at a high level. If we need to do a character change, we can. And if we need to try a different way of approaching this choke point, we can do that too. It is just as or more competitive than a traditional sport in terms of the skill level needed to attain high levels of gameplay. Ooh, now this time, let's see if we can jump ahead.
All esports students must maintain a 2.0 GPA or higher to participate. They also have to complete a medical physical exam just like any other athlete and demonstrate excellent sportsmanship and camaraderie. Well, from digital competition to pure athletic power, our next story takes us to Granite Bay High School, where female athletes are taking center stage in one of the fastest growing sports in the country, Stunt. It is technical, it is intense, and it is nothing like the traditional sideline cheerleading you might expect.
Stunt is a newer sport in the cheerleading world. They've taken the tumbling aspect of cheer and gymnastics, as well as the stunt aspect of cheer, and then a little bit of acro elements. I would say probably more than half of our girls are past gymnasts. so that does benefit us quite a bit.
We have videos from like professional cheerleaders that will do like each routine, and then we learn off of those. We also have 8 counts that we have access to, so with the help of our coaches, like we learn those in the beginning of the season.
3, 5, 7. It takes a lot of like drive and like physical strength and mental strength too, which definitely helps me because I'm a very active type of person.
Respect, hard work, dedication, and drive, especially for stunt. Like they have to, it's hard and it's fast paced. They have a lot of routines to remember, a lot of counts to remember. So just really taking care of each other and supporting each other.
Every high school team everywhere does the same exact routines for all quarters. I just adore all the girls on the team. I love cheer so much. It's really helped me like just grow as a person. I feel like being on this team, it's been a great experience.
They have so much respect for each other, which is amazing, and we all push each other to be better, but in a very respectful way.
They practice 2 days a week right now, 2.5 hours on those 2 days. We've done more, but I also care a lot about the well-being of these girls and not overworking them. Those are the girls that seem to do the best because they're well-conditioned for what this fast-paced season is.
I'm so thankful for all the support I've gotten throughout the years, and for sure my parents are very supportive of everything I wanted to do.
For the school, I mean, definitely thank you for adding the sport just because it started so small, but it's so fast growing.
Like just go out and do your best, and if you did better than you did last week, then you did what we asked you to do.
And Gayle, it's amazing to see how athletics, regardless of what form they're in, how they impact your students. Why do you think athletic programs are so successful in Placer County?
Well, an athletic program is vital to a well-rounded public education. In Placer County, it provides opportunities for students to gain teamwork, collaboration, skill development, a variety of leadership opportunities. In addition, it's motivating for many students who find that that's a skill level that they have. You know, you have to have a minimum GPA. It really can be motivating for kids to find something that they're good at, that they enjoy, and it prompts them to have great attendance, that they participate in academic subjects, and they maintain a minimum GPA. So I know for my 2 children who participated in youth sports in high school, it was a great opportunity for them to meet friends, show leadership, show teamwork, but also be a motivating factor as well.
I imagine time management too. There's only so much time in the day, so they've got to study at those right times.
I used to say that my youngest son was better managed when he was actively participating in sports. If there was a 2 or 3 week lag between 2 sports, that's when he got off task the most. So absolutely, it helps with time management as well.
So fun to see them succeed at all of these sports as well. And finally, we celebrate an educator who is bringing language and culture to life. Min Chu teaches Mandarin to 7th and 8th graders, and her passion and impact have earned her the title of 2025 Placer County Middle Grades Teacher of the Year.
你好，同学们。
Since I got here, every time I've gotten into that classroom, I was like, oh my gosh, who is this person? She's amazing. People need to see what she's doing in here. Does anyone know?
It's okay.
Besides teaching the language and the culture, the other thing I really want to encourage people, my students, is because I took them as my friends. I want them like have this environment, they feel safe, and they think, they believe it's okay, I just be myself.
上上下下，左左右右。
I was actually really happy for her because she does so much for her students, and I feel like she's finally getting the recognition that she deserves.
画家 Jacob， 对，欢迎拍拍手，我们的画家。
Very interactive, very engaging. Unlike other teachers where it's just like look at the slideshow, listen to me, take notes. She actually makes sure we're engaged.
好，现在我们来快快的哈，快快拍拍头，我很聪明。
She's been able to take some kids that have been less engaged or more shy and make them feel like superstars on our campus.
叫什么名字，我的朋友？
Gayle, I love how Min Chu connects with her students. We know Mandarin is not an easy language. What is it that makes a teacher like her so impactful at the middle school level in particular?
You know, Miss Chu has done a remarkable job. That program is so unique to Placer County, and it's the only program that we have like it in the community. And she was able to grow that and has such the respect of not only her students and her families, but her fellow educators as well. And you can see that they enjoy being in her class. They are learning something that they wouldn't typically learn in another particular school. The fact that we've been able to offer this program, and she's been involved with this program since the beginning, it's just one of the reasons why our county is so desirable to many people who move here.
I'm so proud of Miss Chu. She's really connecting with those students. Thank you, Gayle. Well, when we come back for an all-new season of Yours in Education in 2026, we're going to sit down with some women who are leading the way in education for an inspiring look inside the She Leads leadership event that I'm honored to moderate. Plus, our next show, you're going to meet the Kindness Crew. These are students using AI and creativity to spread joy at Creekview Ranch School. And of course, we'll celebrate even more incredible educators making a difference every single day in Placer County schools. Season 4 kicks off soon, and you won't want to miss it. New episodes launch every other month, so be sure to hit subscribe. You can stay updated and never miss a story. As always, we'd love to hear from you. So leave a comment below. Let us know what programs or topics you'd like for us to feature next. And don't forget to check out all of our past episodes for more inspiring stories about education in Placer County.
Thank you for watching, and thank you for making Placer County golden education.